Good morning! Happy Thanksgiving and welcome back for more Solo Crisis League. I'm doing an early one today just to get out of the way so I can enjoy my holiday, and I hope you do too. So, we're playing the Solo Crisis League. This is for Season 4, Round 4. Yeah, so we're using Teen Titans, plus Crossover 3, the Legion of Superheroes, and for the Crisis set, we are using Crisis 1. Now, to make all that a little more difficult, we have a few things going on. We have Arkham Breakout, obviously starting on top of the Crisis deck, but we're going to leave that ongoing ability in play the entire game. So, when a villain with an attack enters the lineup, treat it as if it were a first appearance attack against all players. That means every villain that comes out of that main deck is going to attack us. To make that even a little more deadly, whenever a Crisis card, villain, supervillain, anything makes us discard a card, well, those three things, whenever those three things make us discard a card, we are going to put that card underneath our superhero instead of in our discard pile, leaving them there until they come back a little bit later. To make this all a little bit easier, we've chosen our hero in Cosmic Boy. During each of your turns, if this is the first card you play from your hand, if the first card you play from your hand is an equipment, give a card with cost 5 or less in the lineup time travel this turn. Now, time travel is a lot of fun. How that works is I discard a card, and I can play a time travel card in the lineup, but it has to be a time travel card. Now, with Cosmic Boy, if as long as I play an equipment first, I can time travel any card that's out there, not just cards specifically labeled time travel. So my goal this game is to time travel at least once every single turn. Now, I played Chameleon Boy yesterday, and I probably should have used the time travel ability more, but I didn't, and I really think that hurt me. So we're going to really try and stick to doing at least one time travel per turn. 2, if we're able. That'd be great. If we could do 2 time travel cards per turn, that'd be even better. So the card has to be 5 or less. Unless it's already labeled time travel, then we can just do a normal time travel ability. To make time travel a little less powerful, though, we've implemented the rule where after you time travel a card, it rotates 90 degrees. So if it's upright, rotates 90 degrees. Second time you time travel it, back down. Another time you time travel it, here we go. And then finally, if it goes upright again, it's going to go under the main deck, and then we're going to take we're going to replace it with whatever was on top of the main deck. So that's how we're going to deal with things, and let's see how it goes. We're going to start our main deck of Avatar of the Rot. That's not a great thing, because that means we start with that attack happening, but we'll get this over with. John Constantine, that I can get behind. The Rot, okay, that's pretty helpful, those two together. Starman. And Gizmo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have one card of an attack, and it says each foe gains 2 weakness cards. So we're going to start our turn by gaining 2 weakness cards, because there's no defenses yet, so that's just happening. Nothing we can do about that. And then, here we go. So, Cosmic Boy, there's only one time travel card out here, and it's Starman. Add the top card of the main deck to the lineup, and then choose a cost, +1 power for each card in the lineup that cost. Okay, we're going to try that. We're going to discard a vulnerability. We're going to add a card to the lineup. We're going to choose cost 4. So that's 2 power. Because there's 2 cards of cost 4. 3, 4 power total. We're going to get the Rot, because I think the Rot is going to help us with all those vulnerabilities and weaknesses we now have. I mean, my discard pile now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5 vulnerabilities or weaknesses. That's that's a big number. Alright, new card coming out. Okay. No new time travel cards. Let's time travel that again? No, let's do the 5 power we have here, I think. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get that John Constantine into our life. No need to time travel that turn. New card coming out. So we got 2 3s, a 2, 2 3s, 4, 5, 7. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we are going to discard this vulnerability in order to use Starman again, adding the top card of the main deck. We've got 2 2s, 2 3s. We'll do the 3s and we'll say cost 2. So we've got 1 2 power, 3, 4, 5. With that 5 power, we're going to go ahead and buy Jaime Reyes, one of my favorites in terms of defense cards. And superheroes. Who doesn't like Blue Beetle? A lot of people, I guess. I think they would if they knew him. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, I want Magic Bracers. It's not a powerful card, but it's an equipment. And because of Cosmic Boy, using equipment allows us to turn cards into time travel cards that normally wouldn't be one. So we're going to time travel Starman again. We're going to discard this vulnerability to rotate it. Now I have to buy it on this next upcoming turn, or it's going to go away. Because he's going to rotate up, and that's going to be that. You know what? Maybe I'll just let him go away. Because he's not a... I don't want a card that adds cards to the lineup all the time. Alright, so we've got 2 2s. Oh, sorry, 3 2s. 4 3s. So 3 2s. That's 3 power. 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm very tempted to just get rid of Avatar of the Rot. In fact, I think that's what we're going to do. But, on the other hand, I could get Magic Bracers, get rid of Gizmo, and that's 4. We'll use the other 3 to get Molecular Vibration. Alright, now, Starman is there, like that. So, if we use him again, he's going to go away. But if we purchase him, we get to keep him. So his ability is pretty powerful, the ability to just count cards in the main deck. The issue is that when you add cards to the main deck, you are ruining the timer of the game. You are taking away the ability to control how many cards you have in this main deck. So I think we're just going to use them one more time and send them to the bottom of the deck. Let's get the Rot out here, and how that works is the first time I play a weakness or vulnerability during each of my turns, I draw a card. So, we're going to do John Constantine first. Did I have a new card come out yet? I don't think I did. So, John Constantine, and he's going to say, reveal the top 2 cards of our deck. We can draw one and destroy the other. We're going to draw Molecular Vibration. We're going to destroy Punch. Then we're going to play this weakness, which triggers the Rot, so we can draw a card. Get this molecular vibration out here. We're going to discard this weakness to do Starman one last time. New card comes out, and we've got 3 3 4 4. Okay, we'll go with 2 power, 3 4 power, and we're going to get Static. And that means Starman's going to the bottom of the main deck. Hopefully he comes back. It's very possible. If we use our Time Sphere enough, he will come back. New card comes out to replace him, and then a new card for the turn. Signature Trenchcoat. Good card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so Magic Bracers, 1 power, but if the first card I play during each of my turns costs... it is an equipment. I can give a card of cost 5 or less in the lineup time travel. So, what's in my destroyed pile? Yeah, we're going to give Signature Trenchcoat time travel, discarding this vulnerability to use it, and we're going to gain Gizmo with it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to use that 4 to get Cyber... I would like to get Signature Trenchcoat, but we can't. Can't get Signature Trenchcoat. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta shuffle things up. New card comes out. There's a new time travel card. If this is the first card you play this turn, discard your hand and choose to play a foe's hand this turn. And return each card... Okay. Basically, it allows you to play someone else's hand. There's no one else here, so it doesn't do much for me, but it does give me +2 power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're going to play Magic Bracers again, and we're going to give the whatchamacallit ability, the time travel ability, to Animal Man. So that's 2 power. I have to discard the vulnerability to do that. So that's 2 power, and we're going to say it's a starter card. It's a hero. So 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to discard this vulnerability to time travel telepathy. 6, 7, 8. Now we're talking. Things are working now. So we're going to get rid of Avatar of the Rot this turn. And time travel is starting to work for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card coming out. He has an attack. Each foe discards a time travel card. If you don't own this card, if you own this card, plus 3 power. If any foe does not discard a card this way. Okay, so we do not have to discard a time travel card, so nothing's really happening. So that's okay. So we'll start our turn by playing. We're going to discard this vulnerability to time travel telepathy. So that's 2 power. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to discard molecular vibration. No, I'm going to discard the rot to get to 8 power and destroy this vulnerability in my discard pile. So 8 power is enough to say goodbye to Universo and goodbye to Zookeeper, which is a good thing, because now we can potentially get rid of Arkham Breakout, our first crisis, which can only happen if there's no villains in the lineup. So, to get rid of Arkham Breakout, we have to discard 5 cards from our hand that all have a different name. Is that possible this turn? It is not. That's 2 weaknesses. That's not going to do it. Okay, that's okay. We're going to use Cybernetic Enhancement, which is only going to get us 1 power because Molecular Vibration is out. But we're going to use Cybernetic Enhancement since it was the first card we played. It's an equipment. We can give a card a time travel. We're going to give the time travel ability to Animal Man. We haven't played it yet, but we will. So 1 power. Then I'm going to do John Constantine, reveal these 2 cards. We'll draw 1, we'll leave the other there. Or will we destroy it? Let's just destroy it. Yeah, so that's 1 power so far. Now, we'll play Gizmo, which makes 2 power, and since we control an equipment, we can draw a card. So 2 power, draw a card. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. We're going to discard vulnerability to time travel telepath, getting us to 4 power. Discard a weakness to time travel Animal Man, get us to 5, 6, and we're going to say it's a starter. It is. 7, 8 power, and this weakness doesn't do anything for us. So 8 power, we can't buy these 2 because we time traveled them already. We're going to go ahead and get signature. No, we're going to give Bow Staff. Bow Staff. Okay. So far, so good. New card coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gotta get rid of Mammoth. Let's go ahead and do this thing. So, we're going to discard vulnerability to use Telepath. So that's 2 power. And then we're going to play Static. 3, 4, discarding this to get to 5, and the ability to destroy this vulnerability. You know what? No, not the vulnerability. We'll destroy a weakness. 6, 7, 8. With that 8 power, we get rid of Mammoth, and we have 3 power left over. We'll go ahead and buy a kick with that. Now, Telepathy has to go to the bottom of the main deck. We've time traveled it 4 times now. It's time to go. Ooh, a new attack. Gotta shuffle everything up. Each foe reveals his hand and discards each card that shares the same name as a card in the lineup. Now, I don't think there's actually any of that going on. I don't think I have any of those cards right now, so that should be okay. I do not, so we're good. Okay. Magic Bracers. We're gonna give time travel. Let's go ahead. What's in this destroyed pile? Yeah, we're gonna give time travel to Signature Trenchcoat. And we're gonna use that now. Rotate that and gain Zookeeper here. So we're at 1 power. We're gonna put the Rot down. Oh, I did have to discard this punch to use that time travel. So 1, 2, 3, and then this counts the Rot for 4. That's enough to get rid of Strife. And a new card comes out. Scarab, nice. Nice. Okay. We will start our turn with Bowstaff. That's going to be 2 power. We're going to give John Constantine time travel again. We're going to discard a punch to use him, and now we can gain a card from the destroyed pile. Guess I don't really want any of these. I guess I'll get Mammoth because he's 2 power and a defense, so that's pretty good. So we're at 2 power. We're going to play John Constantine and reveal these 2 cards. We're going to draw Molecular Vibration. We're going to destroy this vulnerability. So that's 2 power. Another card there. 3, 4. I would love to buy Signature Trenchcoat, but I can't. We're going to get Flight Wings, so that way we have another equipment we can use to trigger Cosmic Boy's ability. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card coming out. No villains, so do we have what we need? We do. We have 5 cards, all with different names. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so all of these are going to go underneath my hero, and Arkham Breakout's going to go away. We can get ready for our next turn. Still have Saturn Queen here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we are going to... We'll play Yes, we'll play Cybernetic Enhancement. So that's 1, 2 power here. And we're going to use that to give Detonator time travel. Okay? We are going to discard Weakness to time travel Detonator, which we will then use to destroy the weakness that we have in our discard pile. Then we're going to play Zookeeper here. And then we're going to... Hold on, go back. Go back. Whoop, 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 whoop. Alright, we played Cybernetic Enhancement and we gave time travel to Detonator here. We're still at 1, 2 power. We're going to discard this weakness to use Legion Headquarters, which allows us to draw a card. Then we're going to discard this punch to use Detonator, destroying said weakness. So we are still at 1, 2 power. 3, a new ongoing card. 4, 5. I could discard Molecular Vibration, but I don't think I have anything that's going to give me 3 power. So with that 5 power, we're going to go ahead and buy Signature Trenchcoat. This is up here. That's been used once. This has also been used once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get a new card out here. Magic. Alright, we're going to use Flight Wings to give Magic time travel ability. Or do we want to give it to... Yeah, we'll give Magic the time travel ability. We're going to go ahead and play John Constantine, reveal 2 cards. Draw one, and we can destroy the other. We're going to draw Magic Bracers and destroy this punch. So we are at 2 power. We're going to play this punch to get to 3 power. We're going to discard Magic Bracers to trigger. We're going to use Legion Headquarters. So we're at 3 power and we can draw a card. So we just got the exact card back. And then we're going to discard it again to use magic on this punch. That's 4 power and that's destroyed. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's enough to get rid of Saturn Queen. So it worked. It was a very long time travel, heavy couple turns, but it worked. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do have Jaime Reyes as a defense, and we have Zookeeper here as a defense, so we should be okay. But then again, I know exactly which villain it is, because it's gonna be Crisis Ra's al Ghul, and he doesn't have a first appearance attack. World Domination. At the start of your turn, resolve the current supervillain's first appearance attack against you. If it doesn't have one, discard a random card instead. Ooh. Okay. Each player must destroy the top card of his deck. Remove this crisis if only if each of those cards has cost 1 or greater. So here's the question. Resolve its first appearance attack against you. If it doesn't have one, discard a random card instead. So I guess I'm going to have to discard a random card each turn because I can't defend against an ongoing ability. So at the end of your turn, if you did not buy or gain a card from the lineup, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. Okay, so basically if we don't buy something from the lineup each turn, we have to add 2 cards at the end of our turn. So we have to start our turn with World Domination, which is, I have to discard a random card then. And that random card is this one. We just lost a punch to Cosmic Boy for later. Okay. Now to get rid of that, we have to just destroy the top card of our deck. What's in our deck? There's nothing here. There's no 0 cost cards. There's no villains. Oh, do we have a new card come out yet? I don't think we did. Electricity, good card. So we do have to destroy the top card of our deck. Hopefully it's nothing too powerful. Let's go with that one. We lost Mammoth, but we'll get him back later. Okay. So that means World Domination is over, though. So that's a good sign. We're going to play Cybernetic Enhancement, which will get us 1, 2, 3 power. It also gives us the ability to give a card time travel. So we're going to give time travel to anything? Anything at all? Sure, we'll give time travel to Magic again. Magic has time travel. Alright, so that's 3 power. We're going to play a punch to get to 4 power. Discarding Jaime Reyes to do Legion Headquarters, rotating that again. So that we're still at 4 power, and we get to draw a card. And then we're gonna discard Flight Wings to do magic, getting us to destroy this punch and get us to 5 power. Then we're gonna discard Signature Trenchcoat to trigger Electricity, which is draw a card for each time travel card we played. So that's 5 power, and we can draw 1, 2, 3 cards. Okay. 6, 7 from Bowstaff. 8, 9 from Magic Bracers. And then, John Constantine, reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. Draw one of them. We'll go with Flight Wings. So again, I forgot what we were at. 1, 2, 3. 2 punches brought us to 5. 6, 7. 8, 9. And then 10, 11 is enough to say goodbye to Ra's al Ghul. And still have 2 left over. But there's nothing we can buy for 2. So that's a pretty good turn. That was a very good turn, actually. We did destroy a bunch, so we do need to start getting some junk cards that we can destroy, because we have a very strong deck, but it's very small here. With the wrong crisis, we could be in trouble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I only own 7 cards right now, outside of these ones down here. These ongoing cards. Zookeeper. Alright. I have Jaime Reyes in my hand, and we have Zookeeper, so we should be okay. Atlantis attacks. At the start of your turn, resolve all villain attacks in the lineup against you. If there are no attacks, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. To beat, each player must discard 3 non-starter cards, each for different card types. I have to discard 3 cards of different card types, huh? That's gonna be pretty tough. Alright, and then our new villain is Deathstroke, which we will avoid by using Jaime Reyes. You may put this card from your hand into play to avoid an attack. If you do, play it during your next turn. Alright, so that's 2 power. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. John Constantine, these 2 cards. We will get Bow Staff and leave this here. 7, 8, 9. We're going to gain Legion Headquarters. We're going to get rid of Zookeeper. And how are we doing here? Still have 2 power. We're going to play this to get the 4 power. We're going to use that 4 power. You know what? No, we're not going to use that 4 power. We're going to go ahead and try and get something from the destroyed pile. Nope, we're going to use that 4 power to buy a kick. That's what we're going to do. Yes. That makes sense to me. Okay, we had to get a few cards, a few sacrificial cards, because there's a lot of things in this game that say, hey, do this, do that, discard this, destroy that. And if we do that, we're going to run out of cards. So we have to get some cards that we're okay losing. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card comes out. See, I can't do the ability because I don't have 3 cards of different types. So first we're going to play Cybernetic Enhancement to get to 1, 2, 3 power. Then we can play Legion Headquarters, which allows us to draw a card. We'll play John Constantine now. Look at these 2 cards. We'll gain Kick. We'll leave Bow Staff. No, we'll leave the Kick there and we'll gain Bow Staff. So that's 3 power. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10. Or, you know what, we're going to use this instead to get Zookeeper. And then we will, with our 8 power, gain Magic and Jericho. Magic I really did want. Jericho, not so much. But it's another card type we can use for Atlantis attacks. Oh, we should have added 2 cards because there was no villains in the lineup. It's 2 cards that should have come out. And then a new card comes out. And he does have an attack. So that triggers, first of all, that's going to trigger Arkham Breakout. That's still in play for this game. And each foe discards a card from their hand. If anyone avoids this attack, they gain a weakness. So we're going to discard Zookeeper to avoid the attack, which will gain us a weakness. Then, first turn we're going to play is Cybernetic Enhancement, giving these guys 3 power. And we're going to give the ability of time travel to Magician's Corset. So, 3 power. We will do John Constantine next. We will draw Jaime Reyes and leave the Kick here. We're going to discard Magic Bracers to time travel Magician's Corset, which is now 4 power and draw a card. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we're going to discard this. Oh, because we played that, we should have drawn a card. We're going to discard this to play Electricity. We're at 9 power and we can draw 1, 2, 3 cards. Get a new Zookeeper out here. 10, 11, 12 here from Bow Staff. We can gain a card from the destroyed pile if we want. We do not, so that'd be 13, 14 instead. And we could destroy a card, but I don't think we want to. No, we're good. So we're at 14 power. That's enough to get rid of Sons of Trigon, obviously. Still have 7 left over, which we will use to get Reach Scarab. Okay. Lots going on out there. A lot of things moving around of time travel. It's getting harder and harder to keep track of, which I think is the point of time travel. So, let's figure this out. We do have to get rid of Atlantis Attack somehow. So a new card comes out. There are no attacks out here, so a second card is going to come out. So still can't get rid of Atlantis Attacks till Mad Mod is gone now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to play Reach Scarab. That's 3 power. We're going to give time travel to Magician's Corsa here. Alright. Then we're going to play John Constantine. Draw 2 cards, or reveal 2 cards. Draw 1, leave the other on top. Or destroy it. So we are at 3 power. Bow Staff is going to get us to 6. We'll get Zookeeper down here. We're going to discard Magic Bracers to get to 7 and draw a card. And since we played now a time travel card, we get to draw another card. Then we're going to discard Magic to do Electricity. So now we can draw 1, 2, 3 cards. Cybernetic Enhancement. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Discard Jericho here to do Lightning Rod. I may destroy a card in my hand. If I do, put a card with equal or lesser value from the discard pile into my hand. We're going to discard this kick, but there's nothing there that makes that value. And 14, 15, 16, 17. Now, that's enough to get rid of Mad Mod for sure. And then we still have 14 left over. We'll buy Detonator. We'll buy Animal Man. And that's what we want. That's it. So now we should have plenty of stuff I don't really need that we can give to Atlantis Attacks, hopefully. As long as we can get rid of all the villains that are involved. So a new card comes out for the turn. There are no villains to attack, so a new card comes out again. Another villain comes out. So I'm not going to be able to beat Atlantis Attacks. Oh, discard 3 non-starter cards. Does not say at the start of your turn. So I don't have to do Atlantis Attacks at the start of my turn. Instead, I can just get rid of the villain and then move on. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we will we're going to put Detonator out. Okay. Which means we can give a card time travel. We're going to give this card time travel again. We're going to play Cybernetic Enhancement to get us to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. We're going to discard Signature Trenchcoat to time travel this, which will get us to 7 power and draw 1, triggering this for 2 power, 2 cards. So 6 power. We're going to get rid of Computo, getting us down to 4 power. John Constantine. We'll get Bow Staff up here, and we'll discard Magic Bracers. We're gonna discard Jericho to trigger. No, we're not. Sorry. 4 power. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We can put cards we buy or gain this turn on top of our deck. We're going to put Electricity on top of our deck, bringing us down to 7 power. We'll buy Miss Martian, and we'll stop there because I can't buy a Magician's Corset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please. I've got 3 cards, different card types, so that's a good sign. There's a villain. No villain attacks, though. And then this guy comes up. At the start of your turn, if there are no villain attacks, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. So, because of Arkham Breakout. Each foe puts a location he controls into his discard pile. We're going to put the Rot into our discard pile. No, we're not. We're going to use Jaime Reyes. You may put this card from your hand into play to avoid an attack. If you do, play it during your next turn, so that'll be 2 power. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can time travel with electricity, so that'll be 1, 2 cards we draw. Actually, 3 cards, because that's also triggered. And again, we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is enough to get rid of both of these guys. We'll use Signature Trenchcoat to gain back. We'll gain Cinder Block. And we're not going to be using magic. So with that 9 power, we will buy Magician's Corset. And then we'll move on to our next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, new card comes out. There are no villains attacks, so we add another card. It is Grant Wilson. He doesn't have an attack, but we do have to get rid of him before we can take on Atlanta's attacks. We'll start with Bow Staff, getting us 3 power. Then we'll play... then we'll play Cybernetic Enhancement to get us 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 power. And 9 power is going to get rid of Grant Wilson to leave us with 4 power. Now, since that equipment was the first thing we played this turn, we're going to give Animal Man here time travel. So we're at 9 power. We're going to play John Constantine, revealing the top 2 cards of our deck. We're going to gain electricity. We are going to use Animal Man from our hand here to get to 10, 11. We're going to say it's an equipment, which we know it is. Then we're going to play Electricity, which allows us to draw 1, 2, triggering this for 3 power. 3 cards. There we go. And we're going to put 3 cards under our deck here to get rid of Atlanta's attack. So we're going to go with Magic, Magic Bracers, and Jericho. Yes, those 3 cards under here, and Atlanta's attacks is gone. How much power do we have left? We had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that brought us down to 4, 5, 6 power. 7, 8. And then 9 and draw a card. 10. That is enough to say goodbye to Deathstroke. That is over. Not bad. That was okay. It was a really clunky round of Atlanta's attacks. Had a few times where attacks just kept coming out. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have 2 defenses in our hand. We have 2 Zookeepers. We should be okay. New card coming out for the turn. And we've got Wave of Terror. At the start of your turn, discard all cards that share the lowest cost in your hand. Each player discards a random card from his hand. Remove this crisis if each of those cards has a cost 1 or greater. That's actually slightly different for solo. At the start of your turn, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Remove this crisis if each of those cards has cost 1 or greater. Alright, our new villain is Atrocitus. Each player puts his hand under his superhero. If you avoid this attack, put a random card from your hand under your superhero. When this villain is defeated, discard those cards. We're going to... yeah, we'll use Zookeeper to defend. No, we'll use... we'll use Reach Scarab. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw 2 cards. You may put an ongoing card from your discard pile into play. I don't think there is an ongoing card in my discard pile. There is not. So we draw 2 cards instead. It's a good defense card. Alright, now since we avoided that attack, we have to put a random card under our superhero. So, let's go ahead and turn this all over to that. We're going to go ahead and discard this one. It's Cinderblock. But we can get him back when we beat Atrocitus. So at the start of our turn, we have to discard all cards that share the lowest cost in our hand. And that lowest cost is 3. Discarding Kick puts it underneath Chameleon Boy here. Each player, so to beat it now, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Remove this crisis of each of those cards as cost 1 or greater. Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to discard the top 3. 1, 2, 3. And they are Miss Martian, Magician's Corset, and Animal Man. That's okay. Wave of Terror is already over. Alright, so let's go ahead and straighten this up. Just to make it a little bit easier. And we're doing okay. We're still doing okay. We're gonna play Signature Trenchcoat. We're gonna give Time Travel to Animal Man here. And we're gonna gain Grant Wilson with our Signature Trenchcoat. So we are at 0 power. Then we're going to do John Constantine, drawing 2 cards, revealing 2 cards, drawing 1, leaving 1 on top. So we're at 0 power. Then we play Cybernetic Enhancement, getting us to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. What was that again? Okay. We're going to... anything I can do? We will discard Flight Wings to play Animal Man. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 becomes 7, 8 power, rotating this. And then we're going to say it's an equipment, which it is. Then that was a time travel card triggering Legion Headquarters, so we draw another card. We're going to discard Bowstaff to time travel Magnetism. And we're going to put each equipment that costs 4 or less from our discard pile into our hands, which is all the ones we just purposely discarded. See what I did there? So that's 8 power. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's goodbye to Atrocitus, leaving us with 6 power. And we will use that 6 power to gain Silent Armor. That was a very good turn, because that allowed us to get rid of the Crisis and the villain all in one turn, and that's always a good thing. Lots of time travel shenanigans happening, and I like it. I set myself the goal of doing time travel at least once per turn with Cosmic Boy, and it's working very well to my advantage. I haven't even had to use most of my ongoing cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so new card has to come out. It's Animal Man. And then we have a new Crisis. Legion of Doom. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. 1, 2, and 3. Heroes lose all text and have +1 power instead. Each player must destroy a hero in his hand to get rid of this. Okay. Then, Parallax. Each player reveals his hand and discards all cards of cost 3 or less. We're going to use Reach Scarab. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw 2 cards, and you may put an ongoing card from our discard pile into our hand. So, there we go. We will start our turn with Silent Armor, so that's draw a card. And since this is equipment, we can grant a card in the lineup Time Travel. We'll give Time Travel to this Animal Man. Alright, so we're at 0 power. We're going to play John Constantine to reveal 2 cards. We will draw Legion Flight Wings here and leave Cinderblock on top. we're going to discard Flight Wings to time travel Animal Man, giving us 2 power, and we're going to say this is a villain. And since we played a time travel card, we now get to use Legion Headquarters to draw another card. So, we are at 2 power. We're going to discard Cybernetic Enhancement to use Magnetism, which allows us to put all equipment that costs 4 or less from our discard pile into our hand, which is basically almost our entire discard pile. We're still only at 2 power. Anything else I can do there? We're going to play Electricity, which will allow us to draw 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. There's only 1 card left in my deck, though, so that's what we're doing. We're drawing that 1 card. So, we ended up with 2 powers so far, but our entire deck available to us. Oh, we screwed up. We have John Constantine here. He should have just been 1 power because of the hero thing. I'm going to discard a random half of my deck because I screwed up. I don't know what the consequences of that added up to. We're just going to discard a random half just to try and make up for it. So that's 2. We can use Cinder Block to draw a card. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Only 10 because I counted Jaime Reyes twice. So 10, 11, 12 power. We're going to buy Arsenal. We're going to buy Animal Man. And we're going to buy Ravager because they're all heroes. 4, 5, 6, 7. So I still have 5 power left over. Yeah, we'll buy Lasso of Lightning. Okay. Hopefully some of those heroes will help us get rid of Legion of Doom. Hopefully. New card comes out. It's John Constantine. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. New card comes out. Oh, it's John Constantine. We already did that. We are going to destroy Ravager from our hand to get rid of Legion of Doom. Sorry. But we're going to play Signature Trenchcoat, and we're going to gain Ravager right back. Not sorry. And with that, we're going to give time travel to John Constantine. So, we will discard Cybernetic Enhancement to use John Constantine, allowing us to reveal 2 cards. 1, 2. Drawing 1. We'll draw John Constantine, leave Grant Wilson there. Because of Legion Headquarters, we get to draw a card. Then we're going to play John Constantine again. We will draw Electricity. We'll leave Arsenal on top here. We are at 0 power so far. We will discard Flight Wings to use Magnetism, which allows us to put all equipment of cost 4 or less from our discard pile back in our hands. And again, we are still at 0 power. But what we'll do now is play Silent Armor to draw a card. Then we'll play Electricity to draw 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. All right. Cinder Block says draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll say it's an equipment. It's not. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 17, 18, and then 19, because he counts heroes. 20, and then this hero gives us a 21, and we can pay 2 less for supervillains, so he costs 11, which leaves us with 10 power at the end. And we already time traveled this and this. So we'll go ahead, we'll buy Flight, and we'll buy a Kick with that 3 there. So we played most of our deck that time pretty successfully, I'd say. Cosmic Boy is really killing it, man. These time travel conundrums I'm building here are really knocking this game to another level. Really just pushing the time travel ability to the max by allowing me to use it multiple times per turn on cards that aren't built that way. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's get a new card out here. Now we have to buy Magnetism or we're going to lose it. And that's a very good time travel card. Collapsing Parallel Worlds. Each player places all cards they buy or gain from the lineup under this card. Buy or gain from the lineup under this card, including villains. Remove this crisis when there are 10 cards under this card. Then one player destroys his deck and discard pile. The card with this crisis becomes the new deck. Now, what we're going to do is try and trick it, because you destroy your deck and your discard pile. But as you've seen, I've had a lot of turns where I've had most of my deck in front of me. So we could maybe net some cards here as long as we have like a very small deck and discard pile at the end of it. So that's that. And now let's see what our new villain is. Lightning Lord. Each foe discards a hero. If you own this card, blah, blah, blah. So each foe discards a hero, which we will defend with Jaime Reyes. That's 2 power for this turn. So 2 power. Draw a card. We will discard Lasso Lightning to time travel Dawnstar. We have to discard the top card of our deck, so that's 1 power. But that triggers Legion Headquarters to draw another card. So we're at 3 power total. Then we're going to use John Constantine. We'll draw Grant Wilson. No, we'll draw Animal Man. We'll play Animal Man. 4/5, we're going to say it's a villain, and it is. 6, if I control ongoing cards, I can destroy a card on my discard pile. We will destroy Arsenal here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and +1 for each of my heroes I control. 12, 13, 14, 15. We're going to get Magnetism. That leaves us with 9. We're going to get John Constantine, leaving us with 4. And we'll get Animal Man. That's a good start. Now we need to get some equipment under there, so Lightning Rod has to come back. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Couple time travel cards out here. Strife has an attack. Each foe reveals his hand and discards cards with the same name as cards in the lineup. Well, fortunately, I don't have any of those. Okay. Well, we will start with Cybernetic Enhancement, getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. And we'll grant Strife time travel. We're going to play Cinder Block, which I can use to draw a card and put a defense card on top of my deck. Six power. Seven, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12 is enough to get 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. All of those are going underneath here. So my goal here is just to get the 10 cards as fast as possible. And then, on that 10th card I buy, have no cards in my discard pile or deck. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards red. So we're looking at 4 more turns at least. New card comes out. Dream Girl, that's a fantastic card. This is exactly what I want her. Just to be on that side of Collapsing Parallel Worlds is helpful. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In fact, here's what we're going to do. We're going to discard Bowstaff to use Dream Girl. So, 1 power and look at the top 3 cards of the deck. I can time travel, play any time travel cards I find. There we go. And then put them back in any order. This is a pretty good order already, but I can put a card from my discard pile on top of my deck. I guess we'll put Bowstaff back. Yeah, these are good cards. We're looking at a good couple turns. Now, there's nothing I can buy, So there's no point in doing anything else here. So we just won't. New card comes out. There's nothing I can buy because I time traveled them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will play. We will discard Grant Wilson to do Dream Girl again. Yeah, we'll keep them in the order they're in. And we'll discard. Oh, it's the second time we've done Dream Girl, by the way. We'll discard Flight to do Legion Flight Ring. We'll use that to put Electricity on top of our deck. Alright, new card coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we're going to discard Lasso to do Dream Girl here. Yeah, we'll keep them in this order. Since we use that, I keep forgetting to do this. That's Legion Headquarters, so we draw a card. Then we'll discard Flight Wings to use Legion Flight Ring to put a card of our choice on top of our deck. We're going to go with Cybernetic Enhancement. So I can't buy those two cards this turn, but I can buy Tamaran. So we will play Animal Man. That's 2 power. We'll say it's equipment. And that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power. Hello, Tamaran. And the rest of these mean nothing for this turn. Well, we used Dream Girl to the best of our ability. Unfortunately, she didn't help too much. And the reason for that is just that we wanted all the cards there, so what was the big deal? Amy Reyes, there he is. Alright, so we're gonna play... we'll do Kick, so that's 2. Draw a card. Draw a card. We'll get the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then this will trigger Legion Headquarters, so we draw 3 cards. So 7, 8, 9, which is enough for all of them, right? 3, 6, no it's not, so we have to do this. We'll draw Reach Scarab, leave Grant Wilson there. And that'll be more than enough power to get all 3 of these. And is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? It is. So we keep the cards we just played because they're not in our discard pile. But we are going to lose these cards. So what did we lose? We lost Cybernetic Enhancement. We lost a few cards, but honestly, not a huge loss. This is the biggest loss here. I love the Amy Reyes card, but we just got one too, so we're doing okay. So now we can take on Lightning Lord. And there's Flight. We need to start building up on those 2-cost cards in order to deal with an upcoming crisis, which is Dimensional Shift. Dimensional Shift can cause a big problem because it's quite difficult to control when you can actually get rid of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we still have Lightning Lord out there, and we'll be able to take care of him pretty quickly, I think. So we're gonna play Silent Armor, granting this time travel, and we can draw a card. Then we're gonna play Dream Girl, giving us 1 power, and look at the top 3 cards. Put them in any order. We'll put them in this order. So we are at 1 power. We'll play Dawnstar, discarding this card. Yep, 2 power. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Didn't quite get what I wanted. Maybe we could keep going. Anything I can do to make it happen? Could do Molecular Vibration, but I think we'll just skip that. We'll go on for later. We'll try another turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, Tamaran. No, we'll do Lasso of Lightning first because it's an equipment, and we'll say Solstice has time travel. So that's 1 power. Then we'll put Tamaran out here. I may discard the top card of my deck. If I do, plus power equal to its VP value. So 1, draw a card and put a defense on top of my deck. We're gonna go with, do I have a defense here? I guess not. Okay. Gain a card from the destroyed pile. We're gonna gain Cybernetic Enhancement. Then we're gonna use John Constantine, reveal these 2 cards. We're gonna draw Magnetism, and we'll leave Flight right here on top. So again, we're still just at 1 power. But we will play Magnetism to gain all the equipment of cost 4 or less. Just 2 right now. So 1, boom, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, and because of Magnetism being our first time travel card, we get trigger a Legion Headquarters. We will discard Flight to use Solstice. So I can draw a card and get to 9. If I choose not to, this will get me to 10 power. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That is enough to say goodbye to Lightning Lord. That is over. All right. That was a pretty good turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How are we doing? We have defense of Legion Flight Ring and Jaime Reyes and our 2 Zookeepers. So hopefully we'll be okay. New card comes out. Another Flight. Rise of the Rot. At the start of your turn, gain a weakness unless you reveal one from your hand. Each player must discard a weakness card. Also remove this crisis if the weakness stack runs out. So we're going to gain a weakness because we don't have one to reveal from our hand. Then our new villain is Captain Cold. Each player flips his superhero face down. When the villain is defeated, each player may discard a random card. If you do, flip your superhero face up. We're going to defend against that. We're going to defend against that with Jaime Reyes. That's going to be 2 power for this turn. Then we're going to play Legion Flight Ring, which says put a card from your discard pile on top of your deck. And we... Oh man, have I been on that view the whole time? I'm sorry. I didn't realize this was in the close-up view this whole time. You haven't seen any of this. That's too bad, man. That's over an hour. I'm really sorry about that. Oh man. Really sorry. So anyway, I wasn't making things up. I swear I was playing. So that's 2 power for Jaime Reyes. And we're going to use Legion Flight Ring to put this weakness on top of our deck. So this weakness on top of our deck, we'll be able to get rid of the Rot next turn. So 2 power. And I don't really want to buy any of that, so we're not going to. Yeah, we're just not going to. Shuffle everything up. Man, I feel terrible about that. You guys sat through, oh, what, 6 villains already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes, 6 villains without even being able to see what I'm playing, just kind of going off what I'm saying. I'm sorry about that. Oh well. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, so we have no defense cards, but we can reveal our weakness from our hand to avoid Rise of the Rot. Here we go. And then each player must discard a weakness card. Also remove this crisis if the weakness stack runs out. So we discard a weakness, and Rise of the Rot is over. We're going to start our turn with Dream Girl. No, we'll start it with Lightning Rod, so that'd be 1 power, and that triggers Legion Headquarters to draw a card, and we're gonna grant time travel to Solstice again. Alright, then we'll do Dream Girl. So that's again 1 power, 2 power, and we can look at these 3 cards, put them back in any order. We'll put them back in this order. We're gonna discard Lasso of Lightning. to trigger Solstice to get the 4 power and draw a card. Then we'll do John Constantine, revealing 2 cards. We'll take John Constantine and we'll leave Cinderblock there. And then we'll do John Constantine again. We'll take Cinderblock and leave Magnetism there. So again, I was at 4, I believe. 1, 2, 3 power total. Yes, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What can I do? I can draw a card. And we won't use its ability, and we'll just go to 9, 10 to get rid of Captain Cold. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That didn't work out the way I wanted to. I wanted Magnetism on my next turn. I was trying to set it up so I'd have Magnetism on my next turn, but that didn't quite work out this time. A lot of cards I'm excited about in this next hand. Alright. A Death in the Family. At the start of your turn, destroy a hero in the lineup. If there are none to destroy, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. Each player must destroy a defense card in hand. Emerald Empress. Each foe discards a superpower, sorry. If you own this card, plus 3 power. If any foe does not discard a card this way. Okay. So discard a superhero. We're going to discard Zookeeper to avoid that attack. Then Death in the Family is going to kill Solstice. That's out of the game. Now to get rid of it, each player must destroy a defense in hand. We're going to destroy... Is it destroy? It is destroy. We're going to destroy Legion Flight Ring. That's unfortunate. But then we're going to play Signature Trenchcoat, and we're going to use that to grant Cloak of Raven a time travel ability. And we're going to use Signature Trenchcoat to get Legion Flight Ring right back. So we're at 0 power. But then we're going to play Cybernetic Enhancement to get 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. Discard Animal Man to time travel Cloak of Raven to get 7, 8, 9 power, triggering Legion Headquarters to draw a card. We'll play Electricity to draw 1, 2, 3 cards. Oh yeah, we got rid of this already. So we're still at 9 power. 10 power with Ravager. We can destroy a card in our hand or discard pile. We're going to destroy Strife. 11, 12, 13, 14 is enough to say goodbye to Emerald Empress. And then I still have 3 power left over, which we will use to get one of these flights. Again, flight's not one of my favorite cards. It's not even one of my favorite defenses. But it is very good at getting rid of, what's it called again? The Crisis with 2s. Oh no! Dimensional Shift, that's what it's called. Okay, shuffling everything up. Let's get our next hand ready for our new Crisis and new villain. That's all it goes on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How are we doing? We have 1 defense in our hand and we have a Zookeeper. Hopefully that's enough for what we need. Okay, this will be a villain, I think. Oh no, it's the next turn it's a villain. Alternate reality. At the start of your turn, destroy all heroes in your hand. Gain that many random villains from the destroyed pile and put them into your hand. Your team must destroy 12 cost worth of heroes in their discard pile. That's unfortunate because I have no discard pile right now. And then we've got Mano. Each foe discards a card of cost 6 or greater. Do I have any? I do have 1. We are going to defend against that with Zookeeper. Okay, so we do have to deal with alternate reality, which is we have to destroy a hero in our hand and gain that many random villains from the destroyed pile. So we're going to add the hero to the destroyed pile. We're going to shuffle the destroyed pile. And then we're just going to deal cards off of it until we deal ourselves a villain. And that's the one we'll keep. Hopefully not Strife. I just destroyed that because I didn't want it. Hopefully not Strife, because I just destroyed it because I didn't want it. Just gonna want to repeat that for posterity. We're gonna play Strife. We'll play Silent Armor to draw a card. And with that being an equipment and Cosmic Boy being me, I'm going to give Time Travel to Cloak of Raven. Then I'm going to play Strife, and she says, you may gain a card from the lineup with the same name as a card in your hand. I have Flight in my hand, so we're going to gain Flight. We are at 0 power. I am going to discard nothing. Hold on. So we are at 0 power. Need to get rid of alternate reality, but I can't really with what I've got here. Just looking at my options, and I'm just trying to figure it all out. So we will discard Flight to trigger Cloak of Raven. So it's +2. So that's 2 power and +1 for each superpower I control. So that's just 1, so that's 3. But she triggers Legion Headquarters to draw a card. Then we can draw a card and put a defense card on top of our deck. I don't think I will, though. Actually, yes, I will. So we're at 3 power. We can gain a card from the destroyed pile. So let's see if we can get a hero that costs 5. I don't even care what hero it is, but if it costs 5, we need it. Because that's the maximum cost that Constantine can get for us. And we're going to get Jaime Reyes. Okay, so that's 4 at least. So we are at 3 power still. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get all those equipment from our discard pile, but there isn't, so that's just 9, 10. I don't really want those 2 cards, so that's really the end of that turn. Didn't do as much as I wanted. Losing my voice. New card coming out. Oh, it's an attack. Each foe put the location he controls into his discard pile. We have to put... We'll put Tamaran in our discard... No, we'll put the Rot in our discard pile. Now, because of alternate reality, you have to destroy these 3 cards, these 3 heroes, and we have to gain 3 random villains. So let's see what we got. Nope. Nope. Well, that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Okay, so we got 3 villains there. We'll start our turn with Legion Flight Ring. Put a card from our discard pile on top of our deck. We're gonna put... Magnetism on top of our deck. Right? That's what I wanted? Yes. Now, since that's a time travel card, we draw a card. So that works very nicely together. We will play Killer Frost, 1 power, and we're going to draw a card. We will play Zookeeper to stay out here. Sorry, I'm just looking at my options. So at 1 power, we're going to use Dream Girl to get the 2 power. Look at these 3 cards. We're going to switch that order up for sure. Sorry, I'm losing my voice tonight. This morning. 3, 4, 5. Time travel. We're going to gain all the equipment of cost 4 or less. Let's see if we can get a hero of cost 5 out of there. I know there is one because Constantine's in here. There he is. And again, what power did we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This card does nothing for us. We will get rid of Killer Frost. We have 1 power left over, but we're good. We're good. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, before we end that turn, do we have 12 cost worth of heroes in here? We have 3, 8, 4 is 12. Yes, we do. So we're going to destroy all of those heroes before the end of our turn. So again, that is 3, 8, 12 cost worth of heroes. Alternate reality is gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card comes out. All right. Now I would really like to fly through the deck so we can get Signature Trenchcoat back and, you know, maybe get rid of some of this. So we'll start our turn with Lasso of Lightning, which we will use to grant Cloak of Raven time travel. Okay? Now it also says I can put an ongoing card from my discard pile into my hand. Do I have any? Well, I've got at least one. Any other ones? Any other ones? Nope, just the one. Just the Rot. That's okay. We'll put it out. We'll put the Rot out there. Alright. So then, I'm going to play Zookeeper. So that's another one. So we're still at 1 power. We will play John Constantine, revealing 2 cards. We will draw Cybernetic Enhancement and leave Electricity up here. So we're still at 1 power. We're going to discard Flight to use Cloak of Raven, which will get us to 1/2 with Molecular Vibration, 3 power. And since we time travel, that triggers Legion Headquarters. Then we'll play Electricity, which will draw us 1, 2, 3 cards. So we can draw 3 cards. And we're still at 1, 2, 3 power, and we're drawing 3 cards. Lightning Rod we will use to destroy Universo. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's enough to say goodbye to Mono. And then I still have 5 left over. We'll buy Miss Martian. I like that card. I really do. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gotta have a new card come out. Gotta find a way to destroy Strife again. Okay, we'll be fine. New Crisis. Electromagnetic Pulse. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. 1, 2. Energy Absorption, yes. And Bonker, nice. Okay. Equipment cards lose all text and have +1 power instead. Each player must destroy an equipment in his hand. Okay. And then our new villain. It's Tharok. Each player discards an equipment. If you own this card, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to defend against that with Zookeeper. So we're going to start our turn with Silent Armor, which because of Electromagnetic Pulse is just 1 power. It doesn't have any other ability. Detonator's also going to be 1 power for us. So that's 2 power we have. And we, since we played an equipment first, are going to turn Bunker. No. We're going to turn Energy Absorption into a time travel card. We're going to discard Flight. To time travel Energy Absorption said, draw a card. I may destroy a card in my hand. We're going to destroy Strife. So, that also triggers Legion Headquarters so that we draw a card. And that leaves us with 0 powers so far. But we did a lot. We'll play Killer Frost for 1 power and draw a card. Then we can draw a card and put a defense card on top of our deck. Do we have a defense card we want to put on top of our deck? I can get Zookeeper back. Or Jaime Reyes. I think we'll just do Zookeeper back. Still at 1 power. There's no other time travel cards out there. We will do 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, I can't do that. It didn't. Okay, good. This is only 4 because only 1 power. Right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 power, which we will use to buy Bow Staff, and we'll buy Bumblebee. And we'll buy, is that enough? Yes, it's 10 power, so we can buy Cloak of Raven also. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's our turn. We are going to... Do we have a new card come out yet? No, we did not. Mon-El, okay. We're going to destroy Legion Flight Ring in order to get rid of Electromagnetic Pulse. Then we're going to play Signature Trenchcoat, granting Bunker the time travel ability because of the Cosmic Boy. We're going to use Signature Trenchcoat, though, to get back Legion Flight Ring. So that's good. So we are at 0 power. We get Zookeeper back out here. We're going to discard Flight Ring in order to use Bunker. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Put 1 of each card type into your hand and discard the rest. All right, 1, 2, 3. 1 of each card type. That's 3 different card types. That's perfect. All right, so we are still at 0 power. And this is rotated. All right, 3. We'll discard Flight for Mon-El to get us to 4, 5. We'll discard Molecular Vibration to draw a card. I can use Tamaran. Once during each of my turns, we can discard the top card of our deck. If I do, plus power equal to that VP value. It's only 1, so that's 1, 4. 4 power so far. Man, I should have not done that. I would have had Cybernetic Enhancement next turn. And well, that's okay. We're still going to get it this turn. Never mind. We will play Bow Staff to get the 5, 6, 7, 8. Then Time Travel to get Cybernetic Enhancement into my hand to get us 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And I did forget that Magnetism triggers Legion Headquarters, so I can draw a card. Oh no, we already did that earlier. Never mind. So 13. That is enough to say goodbye to Tharok. And I think that'll end that turn. Yeah. There we go. Pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for this next turn, we have Flight as a defense, and we do have our 2 Zookeepers, so we should be fine there. Final countdown. At the start of your turn, put a card of cost 1 or greater from your hand into the lineup. Your team must destroy cards in the lineup of cost 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. We have a bunch of cost 1 cards out here, but here's a 6 and 2 4s. These 1s aren't going to amount to much for us. Do we have a new card come out yet? We did not. So our new card is going to be Cybernetic Enhancement. And then we have the new villain, which is Hades. Each player puts the top 2 cards of the main deck into the lineup, gain weakness equal to the cost of one of those. Normally, I'd say defend against that. But since we need to fill the lineup of cards, cost 2 through 7, I'm going to just take the attack and put 2 cards in the lineup. And with that, I have to gain weaknesses equal to one of their costs. Yeah. So that's going to be 4 weaknesses. It's unfortunate, but I think we'll be able to destroy them pretty easily. Alright, and then we have to add a card to the lineup at the beginning of our turn. So let's just organize this real quick. We have 6, 5, 4s, 3s. I just need a 2 and a 7. So to make that a bit easier, we're going to add Flight as our cost 2. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay. Now we're going to start with Silent Armor. And with Silent Armor, we're going to grant cybernetic enhancement, time travel. Okay? So, since we get to draw a card because of Silent Armor, there we go. We can play Detonator down. We can play Bumblebee down. We will get 3 power from Bow Staff because of Cosmic King. And then we'll discard Miss Martian to use Cybernetic Enhancement. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then that triggers Legion Headquarters to allow us to draw a card because we time traveled. 10, 11, 12. We're going to discard Detonator to destroy a weakness. We're going to get rid of Cosmic King, bringing us down to 8. We're going to... We have 8 power, so we're going to buy Bunker. And I think that's our turn. That's a pretty good turn. I'm pretty happy with that turn, honestly. Okay. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card in the lineup. And then we have that. Oh, that's an attack. Each foe reveals his hand and discards cards until his hand contains no duplicate cards. We reveal our hands. There are no duplicate cards, so that doesn't really do much to us. But we do have to add a card to the lineup ourselves. We're going to add... We're going to add Lasso of Lightning to replace Time Sphere if possible. That's my plan, at least. Alright, we're going to play Legion Flight Ring, and once again, we're going to give time travel to Cybernetic Enhancement, okay? And since we played a time travel, we can put a card on top of our deck of our choice. Okay. Then we will, because we played a time travel card, triggers Legion Headquarters, so we draw a card. We'll play John Constantine, reveal 2 cards. We'll draw Electricity, and we'll leave Cinderblock on top here. We'll play Killer Frost to get 1 power and draw a card. Then we can draw a card and put a defense on top of our deck. We're still at only 1 power. We're going to discard Cloak of Raven to play Mon-El to get the 2/3 power. And then we're going to play Magnetism to draw each equipment of cost 4 or less from our discard pile. So we're at 4 power. Electricity. We used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 time travel cards, so we have to draw 1 more card after all that. We're still only at 4 power, I think, but we're drawing 1 more card. We just drew 5 cards. That one there, okay. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We'll get Detonator out here. 14. We'll use that to get rid of Psychopyre, bringing us down to 9. We can gain a card from the destroyed pile. What do we got here? Oh, Dream Girl it is. Ooh, or John Constantine. No, Dream Girl. $15, $16, $17, $18, $19, and $20, $21, $22, $23, $24, $25, $26. That's a wonderful amount of power that I cannot use right now. We'll gain Time Sphere. And that's all I really want. So that was way too much effort for that, but we did it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card comes out. It costs 6. That's a good news because I'd really like to keep Mon-El. We time traveled this again, so that's there. For the first time in a while, I don't have an equipment in my hand. So we're going to use Miss Martian. 1 power. If this is the first card you play this turn, set your hand aside and draw 5 cards. At the end of your turn, put the set aside cards on top of your deck. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we're at 1 power. We're going to put Molecular Vibration out. We're going to draw a card. We will discard this weakness to use Mon-El. So that'll be 3 power. We're going to discard Detonator to destroy the weakness in our discard pile. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then that counts our superpowers to get us to 9, 10, 11. So with that 11, we can't buy Mon-El this turn because we used him. I guess we're not really buying anything. I guess we just did a bunch of stuff. My bad. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To add a card to the lineup. That's a 6er. We have to add our own card to the lineup. We will add this Flight for another 2 cost card. We'll start our turn with Bow Staff. So that'll be 2 power. And we're going to grant time travel to energy absorption. We're going to discard a weakness. Time travel, energy absorption, drawing a card and then destroying one in my hand. Destroy this weakness. And since that was our first time travel card played, we get to draw a card. So that's 2 cards so far. Then we're going to use a Bunker. Look at the top 3 cards of the main deck, or of our deck. Put 1 of each type into our hand. We're going to go with these 2, and we're going to leave this right on top. So, again, we are at 2 power total. 3 power and draw a card. 4, 5, 6, 7. We can gain a card from the destroyed pile. 7 power. Gain a card from the destroyed pile. Probably John Constantine. Maybe Ravager. Grant Wilson is good too. So those 2, another one of those. Yeah, we're gonna go with John Constantine. So that's 7 power. Then 8. Look at these 3 cards, put them back in any order. Okay, yeah, 8 power. Actually, wait, let's look at that again. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Okay. 8 power, which we're gonna use to buy Mon-El. Still have 2 left over. I guess we'll buy a flight back. Keep calling it flight ring, my bad. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card has to come out. We need a 7 cost card out there, but I don't have one. So we do have to add a card still to the lineup. We're gonna add... Yeah, Lightning Rod isn't doing too much. Well, no, it is gonna help at some point. No, we'll put Lightning Rod out there. Because it costs 4, I'd rather have Energy Absorption than Lightning Rod. We're gonna start our turn with Cybernetic Enhancement. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to grant Energy Absorption the ability to time travel. Since we're at 7 power, that's right. We will discard Time Sphere to time travel Energy Absorption, drawing a card, and then we may destroy one in our hand, right? Yeah. I don't want to destroy any of these though. So 7, we can put a card of our choice on top of our deck. Oh, because of Legion Flight Ring, we were able to also draw another card. The card we want to put on top of our deck is probably Dream Girl. Yeah, it's Dream Girl. Alright, so 7. can gain each of the equipment of cost 4 or less. We'll put this detonator down. Do I have any weaknesses in my destroyed pile? My discard, I do. We're going to discard detonator to destroy that weakness. We're going to gain a card from the destroyed pile. We're going to gain Ravager because I really am enjoying destruction lately. 8, 9. Reveal the top 2 cards. We'll draw electricity and leave that. We're gonna stop there. We're just gonna buy magic for 5. And we still have 4 left over, which we can't buy this with because we just used it. So we're just gonna stop there this turn. Alright, shuffle everything up. All right, whoop, that's gotta go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card comes out. It costs 2. We have to add a card to the lineup. Not super thrilled to add any of these, really. We're gonna add Legion Flight Ring. Okay, very well. We'll start with Cybernetic Enhancement, and we'll grant time travel to, we'll say Cybernetic Enhancement. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. We're going to discard Avatar of the Rot to do Cybernetic Enhancement to get to 14, triggering Legion Headquarters, so we draw another card. 15, and I can look at the top 3 cards, put them back in any order. Really hoping I could be in a situation where I got to replace one of those with a 7, but that didn't happen. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. With that 20, we're going to buy Energy Absorption. And we're going to buy Silent Armor. And that's going to be that. It's going to be that. Yep. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need something to come out here. Let me know what that is. Yep. All right, we're going to start a Signature Trenchcoat, allowing us to gain a card from the destroyed pile. Probably Grant Wilson. That's where I'm leaning, at least. But maybe, I mean, I can't get anything of cost 7, so that's not really going to happen. I mean, most of the 7s seem to be villains for some reason. All right, we're going to gain Grant Wilson because I like that card. We're at 0 power, but with this we can grant time travel to a card. We're going to grant it to Cassie Sandmark. We will discard. We'll play Bowstaff to get the 2 power. We're going to discard Flight to time travel Cassie Sandmark. So that'll be 2, 4, 5, 6 power. Triggering Legion Headquarters to draw a card. We'll play John Constantine, revealing 2 cards. We'll gain Cinder Block, leave this here. Draw a card. And we can put a defense on top of our deck if we want. We will. So we're at 6 power. Seven, 8. We're going to discard this to time travel Legion Flight Ring, which allows us to put a card of our choice on top of our deck. And then we won't be playing Time Sphere, because that's dangerous. But with that 8, we'll discard Time Sphere to time travel Lightning Rod to get to 9 power, which we will use, I think, for nothing. Yeah, we're not going to buy any of that. So that's that. New card coming out. It's a 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we have to add a card to the lineup. Oh, that's a 7. Reach Scarab. Perfect. Finally. So I think that means we can actually do it now. There are no villains in the lineup, so that's 7, 6, 5, 4. There's only, unfortunately, this is the 3, and we'll get rid of Shapeshift as the 2. Okay, we did it. That's all right with me. Okay, so final countdown is over. We will start with Silent Armor, allowing us to draw a card, and we're going to grant Cassie Sandsmark a time travel ability. We will do John Constantine, revealing 2 cards, drawing 1, and leaving the other on top of the deck. Play Kick. We'll play Dream Girl, giving us a 3 power. Yep, we'll put them in that order. We're gonna discard Flight to use Cassie Sandsmark, getting us 2, 4, 5, and then +1 for each different equipment. So that'll be 1. That'll be 6 power then. And then this will be 7, 8, and +1 for each different superpower. That'll be 9, 10. Oh, and we forgot to trigger Legion Headquarters to draw a card. 11, 12. That's enough to get rid of Hades. What am I talking about? That's perfect. That's over. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card comes out. It's Signature Trenchcoat, as we knew was coming. It's our new Crisis, and it's Kryptonite Meteor. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. 1, 2, and 3. Superpower cards lose all text and have +1 power instead. Each player must destroy a superpower in hand. So that means Molecular Vibration just became 1 power. Our new villain is Validus. Each player discards a villain. We do have a villain, but you know what? We're gonna defend with Zookeeper here. And technically we discard a villain and defend from the attack. So that's okay with me. So that's 1 power that we have because of Molecular Vibration. We are 2 power, and we can destroy a card in our discard pile. Is there anything I want to destroy? It doesn't seem that way. I just went all the way through here. Really? I thought we had some bad cards flowing around. I guess I don't really need Miss Martian. She's kind of a savior just in case. No, we won't destroy anything. Anything in our hand? Nope, we're good. Alright, so 2 power. Get this detonator out here. 3 and draw a card. Reveal the top 3 cards. Draw 1 of each card type. They are all different card types, so we draw all of them. So that's 3. We'll use this to draw a card. Four, 5, 6. Electricity here. Do I have any other that I played? No. So we're gonna draw 1, 2, and that'll be a 3rd one because it triggers that also. How much power are we at? I forgot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We can draw a card and we may destroy one in our hand. I guess I can start destroying kicks. No, we won't do that. No. Oh man, I've really stepped in it now. I was supposed to only get +1 for... We're just going to end this turn. We're not going to buy anything. We're gonna lose what we lost already, and we're gonna move on. Basically, I screwed up because Kryptonite Meteor meant that all of my equipment, my superpowers, were just +1 power, which would have been fine. I could have easily gotten rid of it, but I wasn't paying attention and I screwed up. Okay, so draw a card, and we're gonna grant time travel to Signature Trenchcoat there. Then we're going to discard Flight to use Signature Trenchcoat. To gain a card from the destroy pile, we're going to get Cybernetic Enhancement back. And since we use time travel, we can use Legion Headquarters to draw a card. Draw another card. Look at the top 3. Put them back in any order, huh? I like this order. So again, we are at 1 power total. We are going to destroy, no, we're gonna go 2-3, getting rid of Gizmo, leaving us with 1 power. We're gonna destroy this Flight from our hand to get rid of Kryptonite Meteor. Get a new ongoing card out here. 2, 3, 4 for each hero, 5, 6, so that's 6 power total, which we will use to get Cassie Sandsmark. She's a valuable card. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gotta get rid of Validus. We're gonna need Ravager and we're gonna need Detonator because we're gonna have to destroy a lot of cards once we have all these back in our hand. We're gonna start with Cybernetic Enhancement, getting us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power. With that 7 power, we're gonna grant time travel to Signature Trenchcoat again. We're gonna discard Bow's Staff to use Signature Trenchcoat to get a card from the destroyed pile. Probably Lightning Rod, yeah. And we'll use that to trigger Legion Headquarters so that we draw a card. So we are at 7 power. John Constantine reveals 2 cards. Draw 1, destroy or leave the other one. We'll draw John Constantine, leave Grant Wilson. We'll play John Constantine. Ooh, we'll get Grant Wilson. No, we'll grab Avatar of the Rot and leave Grant Wilson. Very well. We're still at 7 power. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Another Signature Trenchcoat we'll use to get a card from the destroyed pile. Yeah, sure, we'll get Dawnstar. Why not? So again, we are at 7 power, 10, plus 3, 7, I'm sorry. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We haven't bought anything yet that I know of. 13, 14, and plus 1 for each different superpower I control. That's still just 14, but that's all we need to get rid of Validus. Now, when we get rid of Validus, when this supervillain is defeated, each player discards all cards under their superhero. So all these cards go to my discard pile. There's a lot of things in there that are good, and a lot of things in there that are not so good. We're gonna have to start filtering it out. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get a new card out here. Let's go ahead and get our new, Dimension Shift. I knew it was coming. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. 1, 2, and 3. All cards in the lineup cost 2 more to buy. Each player reveals the top card of their... To beat, each player must reveal a top card of their deck. If any player reveals a card of cost exactly 2, remove the crisis. Alright, so there's things we can do. We can manipulate things. That's going to be fine. Alright, so our new villain is Persuader. Each foe destroys the top card of their deck. We will defend against that with just discarding Zookeeper here. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to discard Bowstaff here to time travel Legion Flight Ring, which says put a card from your discard pile on top of your deck. We're going to put Zookeeper on top of my deck. Then, to beat Dimension Shift, each player must reveal a top card of their deck. If any player reveals a card of cost exactly 2, remove the Crisis. So we just remove Zookeeper. Oh, we just reveal it, so it stays there. And we remove the Crisis, so that's over. That's a good turn. Not even the end of the turn, really. Okay. We are going to discard Detonator to destroy a card in our discard pile, because I know I saw weaknesses floating around in there. Goodbye. 1 power and draw a card. We'll put that Zookeeper out here. 2, 3. 4, 5. There's no other equipment I control. Oh, we did do Legion Headquarters, so we could draw a card. 6. 7, 8 for each hero I control. 9, 10. Not enough to get rid of Persuader, but it is 10 power. So what do we want? We should probably get Ravager for destroying things. And we should get Detonator for destroying things. So that's 3, 5, and then we'll get Power of the Red for discarding a bunch of cards if we have, you know, garbage in our hand. Like a bunch of punches that came back from the dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, Lady Vic. Alright, we're going to start our turn a little unconventionally with Miss Martian. 1 power. If this is the first card you play this turn, set your hand aside and draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're at 1 power. There we go. This should be interesting. We're going to play Time Sphere. 2 power. Put each card in the lineup on the bottom of the deck and then replace them. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards. And the whole reason I did that was just because I just wanted to get some fresh cards out there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. See, we got Speed Force, which I might not have seen this game because we might not have 11 turns left. We do have the Psycho Pirate attack. Each foe reveals his hand and discards cards until his hand contains no duplicates, but there's no duplicates in my hand at all, so we're good. So that's 3 power, but that triggers Legion Headquarters to draw another card. Okay. Then we're gonna do Dream Girl to get us to 1, 2, 3, 4 power, revealing these 3 cards. We can put them back in any order. So we're at 4 power. Then we'll do Energy Absorption to draw a card, and then we may destroy one in our hand. We'll destroy this kick. We'll put Molecular Vibration down. Again, we're still at 4 power. We'll play Cybernetic Enhancement to get to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 power. Then we're going to play Electricity, which is going to allow us to draw 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. So 11 power, draw 4 cards. 2, 3, 4. 5 power, we can destroy a card in our discard pile. Are we out of weaknesses? There's a vulnerability, so that still works. I don't think we're at, what am I talking about? We are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 power. Draw a card. Gain each equipment from the discard pile costs 4 or less. That's a lot of cards. Hold on. All right, so I forgot what power we're at already. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 power so far. That's a lot of cards. Okay, we're gonna put Detonator out, and we're gonna put Detonator out. We're gonna get 15, and then we're gonna get another 3 for 18. Then we'll go ahead and play Cybernetic Enhancement. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Let's get rid of Psychopyre, bringing us down to 22. We can destroy a card in our hand. We'll destroy Magic Bracers and allows us to get a card of cost 2 or less into our hand. 23, we can destroy another card. We'll destroy one of these punches. 24, 25. We can gain a card from the destroyed pile, but I don't think there's anything really floating around in there that we want at this point. No, we're good. We're just going to get the 2 power, so get the 27, and then draw a card. Before we do that, actually, we're going to discard a Detonator to destroy a punch. And is there anything else I want to destroy in here? Any other punches? Not right now. We're going to draw a card, though. So we're at 27 power, and we can draw a card. This is still the turn we started by playing Miss Martian, by the way. 28, 29. Goodbye to Persuader, leaving us with 14. We'll say hello to House of Mystery, leaving us with 10. Oh, I should have gotten rid of Hive Agent, leaving us with 9. Get Speed Force, leaving us with 2. And we're not going to buy anything out there that costs 2. Put these cards back on top of our deck. And draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Get a new card out here for our new turn. Our last crisis is Untouchable Villain. At the start of your turn, put the top card of the main deck into the lineup. If it's not a villain, discard a card. Each player must destroy 8 cost worth of cards from hand. Our new villain is Crisis Anti-Monitor. Whenever a hero is added to the lineup, each player puts a weakness from the stack on top of their deck. And then, because we're playing solo, 2 cards actually get added each turn with them. So that's 1, and then 1 for Untouchable Villain. It's not a villain, so we add another character, and it is a villain. Great. So we have to get rid of Grant Wilson. Oh wait, if it's not a villain, discard a card. That's right. Sorry, that actually stays there. We have to discard a card. We'll discard Flight, which means it'll just go underneath Cosmic Boy here. Okay, we're going to start our turn with Bunker. Or to beat it, each player must destroy 8 costs worth of cards in hand. Yeah, we're going to destroy... Yeah, we're going to destroy Magic and Cinder Block just to get rid of Untouchable Villain right away. Then we'll play Bunker to reveal the top 3 cards of our deck. Draw 1 of each type. They're all different types, so we get to keep all of them. We'll play... what? We'll play Magician's Corset. That's 1 power and draw a card. We'll play Power of the Red, discarding these 2 and drawing 2 cards. John Constantine, revealing 2 cards. I can draw 1, and we'll leave the other on top. We'll play John Constantine again, reveal 2 cards. We can draw 1, and we'll leave Detonator right here on top. So again, we're at 0 power so far, but we're at 1, 2 now, discarding this to destroy Jericho. We can discard a card, getting us to 3, but since that's our first time travel card we've played, triggers Legion Headquarters to draw a card. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to say equipment. Nah, it's a villain. So 8 power isn't exactly what we need. But we could get... Yeah, we'll get tactile kinesis. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it is Crisis Anti-Monitor, so we add 2 cards, 1 and 2. We got a hero, so we have to put a weakness on top of our deck. Okay. Alright, we're gonna play Killer Frost for 1 and draw a card. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that gets +1 for each superpower, so that's 8, 9. We're gonna play Weakness, triggering the Rot to draw a card. 10, 11, and then 12 and draw a card. Ooh. 13, 14, and +1 for each different equipment. That'll be 15, 16 total. That's not enough right now. So we can get rid of some cards though. So we'll get rid of Grant Wilson, bringing us down to 11. We'll gain Azarath, Metreon Zinthos, get us down to 6. We'll get Aqualad, get us down to 3. And we'll get rid of both Colony Suit and Quiver of Arrows. It gets us down to 2, and then ultimately 1, 0. We did all that just to make Crisis Anti-Monitor a bit cheaper, because he costs 1 more for each card in the lineup, and we don't want that. Certainly don't want that. So shuffling everything up. This deck is massive, unfortunately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is not what you want when you get to the last villain. New card comes out. It's not a hero. We add another one. Not a hero. Perfect. We're going to play this weakness, triggering the Rot so we draw a card. And then we're going to play magic on that weakness, destroying it. We'll get Azarath, Metreon Zinthos out here. Get Detonator out here. +2, +1 for each hero I control, so that'll be 3. And then 4, 5, +1 for each superpower I control. So it'll be 6, 7, 8 power. Get rid of Mammoth, leaving me with 3 power, which we will use for nothing. Well, we'll get rid of Flight, just to try and make things a bit cheaper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card comes out. Ooh, Match. Each gain control of an ongoing card someone else has, so nothing happens because the game can't control my ongoing cards. And then Cassie Sandsmark is the second one, and that's a weakness added to my deck. We're going to start our turn with John Constantine. So reveal the top 2 cards of my deck. You know what? No, we're not. We're going to start our turn with Silent Armor. No, we're going to start our turn with Trench Coat. So we can gain a card from the destroyed pile if we want. Is there anything we want? I do want Grant Wilson, so we'll take him. And we're going to grant time travel to Static here. Okay? We will then play John Constantine, revealing 2 cards. We're going to grab this one and destroy this one. Aqualad can come on out. We're going to... what do I want to do? What do we want to do here? We'll play Silent Armor to draw a card, see what happens. It's okay. Not the best. In fact, it won't help me much at all. We're going to discard Mammoth to play Static, so that'll get us 2. We're at 0 power now. That'll be 1, 2, discarding this to get to 3, and destroying Flight in our discard pile. That triggers Legion Headquarters, because it was a time travel card. We'll go ahead and play another Silent Armor to draw a card. Play Bunker. Get one of each type in our hand. Perfect. We are going to 4/5. We will discard Aqualad to get to 6, and we can destroy a card again. We'll destroy Zookeeper here. He's not doing much for me. Seven and draw a card. 8, 9, 10. We're going to say 11, 12. And then we're going to use Azarath, Metreon, Zinthos. I forgot where we're at power-wise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're at 12. Then we're going to may discard a card from play. If you do, put a card of cost 4 or less from my discard pile into my hand. Don't think I have any except for this one. Alright, we'll put Aqualad into our hand. We'll play it, put a card of cost 5 or less in my discard pile on top of my deck. Okay. And again, we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, well, you discarded that to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 power. That's right, 12. We're not going to use time travel out of fear of gaining a bunch of weaknesses. So with that 12 power, we'll get rid of match, leaving us with 5 power, which we'll use to buy Cassie Sandsmark. We're trying here, man. I'm trying every little trick I can to get to that amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A new card comes out. And then a second card comes out. It is a hero, so a weakness gets added to the top of the deck. Okay. We're going to use Bow Staff. So that'll get us 2 power, but we're going to grant time travel to Cybernetic Enhancement for it. We'll discard Gizmo here to use it. So then we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that triggers, sorry, 8, 9. And that triggers this, so we draw a card. All right. Anything else I can do? All right. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very well. 11, 12. We can play this weakness to draw a card. 13, looking at these top 3 cards. Put them back in any order. 14, 15, plus 1 for each hero. 16, 17, 18. Is that enough? 13, 14, 15, 16. No, it is not enough. All right, with that 18, we'll buy Bumblebee. And we'll buy Cloak of Raven, leaving us with 11. We'll buy Static. No, we'll buy Power of the Red, bringing us down to 7, and then Static, bringing us down to 3. And we'll stop there. I know it's a lot of cards to buy. I'm just trying to get that card a little bit cheaper. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So first off, we have to have a new card come out. And a second card comes out. Let's attack. Each foe destroys a starter in their hand or discard pile. Each who does gains a weakness. Well, I don't think we have any starters anymore, but we'll check. Nope, we're good. We'll get House of Mystery down. You know, before we do that, actually, we're going to start with Quiver of Arrows. Look at the top card. We may discard it. We will not discard that. We're going to grant, since this was a equipment that we played first because of Cosmic Boy, we're going to grant time travel to Cybernetic Enhancement. Then we'll play this. We will discard this kick to do Cybernetic Enhancement for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power. triggers this time travel card. So again, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power. 9, 10, and draw 2 cards. That triggers House of Mystery for another card. There we go. Draw a card. We may destroy one in our hand. Nah, we're good. Nothing to destroy here. We'll play Cybernetic Enhancement to get to 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 power. Oh, look, another one for 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 power. We will discard a Detonator to destroy this weakness. Anything else we want to destroy in there while we're at it? Nope, we're good there. 27, 28, 29, we'll say starter is not. 32, that's enough to say goodbye to Shimmer, bringing us down to 28. And then 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 power. That's more than enough to beat Crisis Anti-Monitor. That is the end of that. We managed to pull it off. That was a fun ending. I really like the time travel. I think time travel lends itself very well to Crisis games. And I would definitely do it more, and I will when I get a chance. So, it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this particular round. Season 4, Round 4 was a lot of fun. Crisis 3, like I said, great. I'm sorry, Crossover 3, like I said, is great for Crisis. And time travel is just a lot of fun. It's complicated at times, but it's worth it. I really think it is. So, if you enjoyed this, consider joining the Solo Crisis League. There's a link below of all sorts of information you need to play the game and jump right in. You can join our Discord and just start talking about the game if you want. You don't even have to play. It's a lot of fun. If you're interested in supporting these videos or the leagues or what have you, I do have this very mat available on my Etsy store, and as well as the Gwent mat that you see hiding down here, and many other mats as well. And it's just that time of year where the store really takes off, so make sure you take a look and see if there's anything there that you want. Additionally, another way to support the leagues and the videos and the Etsy store and all the things I'm working on is through the Patreon. There's a link below with information about that. You get all sorts of rewards at different levels, like mid-round results for the leagues, discounts at the store, special mentions here in the videos. In fact, we have a special thank you today to 60 Does Stuff. I have known 60 for more than half of my life. He is my best friend, and I thank him very much for jumping on board here. And yeah, you got a few more of those thank yous coming, and probably many more in the future in person. Hopefully someday in person. So, thanks again for watching. Thanks for supporting in any way you can, and enjoy your Thanksgiving. Thanks.